Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the new and improved Team Poundtown Podcast.
Wait, hold the press.
Wait, what?
So I have a special announcement to make.
Do I know this? Wait, hold on. Away from the mic. Do I know this announcement?
Did you read your emails recently?
Fuck.
So, to the surprise of Pablo and you, the listener, the Team Poundtown Podcast is now called the P&B Podcast.
Like a sandwich? P&B?
Like a sandwich.
PB&J?
Like the Pablo and Bryson Sandwich Podcast. Without the sandwich, so it's just a podcast.
So why are we doing this?
Well, we wanted to put the podcast on, like, Spotify and stuff. And I get the unique feeling that no one's gonna click on the Poundtown Podcast.
I mean, people from Poundtown, Texas might,
I mean, yeah, but, we wanna reach out to more than Texas. Maybe.
Why not? We're gonna get Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheats?
We got Elton John out there.
Geoff? Our boy Geoff is in Texas.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Achievement Hunter.
Shout out to Geoff, because we're big enough to shout them out.
We're always big, okay? We're all.
I'm always just the max height that I can be, because I don't get any taller than this.
Okay. Then if we're gonna, if this is official,
It's official.
we need a handshake or high five, for legal reasons.
Legal high five.
All right. Rewind. Hello and welcome to the new improved PB or PMB?
P&B
Oh, PMB
Podcast.
So the $1 million question, Scrub.
What's the $1 million question?
Why the hell did we leave YouTube and go to Spotify?
Well, the thing is, as much as I like YouTube, I just feel like no one specifically goes on YouTube for, like, podcast.
I mean, yeah. And plus, Spotify is a music application. It's a streaming music shit.
For audio, yeah. For audio stuff.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a great opportunity for us to expand the Poundtown Podcast. Sorry.
The P&B.
The P&B Podcast. It's gonna be hard switching over,
Yeah.
The Poundtown Podcast has a lot of memories.
If this is your first episode, we go on YouTube, look up the Poundtown Podcast, only watch, like, the last episode of every season.
I do recommend going on YouTube, look up Team Poundtown Podcast.
There's some good episodes. There's some real banger episodes we have.
Yeah, we put our hearts and soul into that podcast because, well, you want to go down memory lane and explain how this podcast became just how it became in existence?
I mean, we basically just sat down one day and I said, I want to make a podcast. And you went, yeah, me too. So we made a podcast. And it was really fun. And then we stopped for a bit for a lot of reasons. And now we're getting back into it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that shitty headset you had.
Oh boy, you mean that one right there on the table?
Yes, I remember. He said he wants to do a podcast, and I agreed. And I told him, we have no microphone. What the hell are we going to use? He took out his... I mean, it's probably not shitty. It's probably a good headset, but...
It's a really good headset. It's just the mic is not exactly what's promised.
And we recorded our first 3 podcast episodes with the headset. And the quality is horrendous, but the content's there.
Like, imagine the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life, and then put that through a MW3 filter on Xbox Live. Like, that's what it sounds like. It just sounds like you're in a Call of Duty lobby with 2 guys just talking for an hour and a half.
Shit talking 1v1 me. Dome.
Get on Rust.
That's Modern Warfare 2, not 3.
I mean, fair enough.
Learn your Call of Duties.
Learn your duty. Stupid. Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh.
So what should we do? Okay, so we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Why we picked Spotify, because, well, it's a music streaming app just for audios, and I think it would benefit us if we put our time and soul again into a podcast. Not the Poundtown Podcast, sadly, but probably like P&B. Works fine, because why? Because our name is Pablo and...
Bryson.
And welcome to the Poundtown. Yeah. So, you get the gist. So, let's just move past that and go...
And we could be making money, maybe, if we get big enough.
Just saying...
Subscribe.
I'm not into the money. I just want to make content.
I also, but money would be nice for...
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. All right, so that's...
Vitamin Water, get at me. I'm gonna DM Vitamin Water. Will they sponsor a podcast?
Depends on the content we're saying. Maybe like less swearing, more like... We'll see.
I'll talk to them. I'll be in contact with Vitamin Water. That's my flutz of the day. That's my flutz of the
All right,
podcast.
so we got that out of the way, why we picked Spotify. Let's get into bigger and, ironically, microscopic levels of subjects. Let's talk about how this COVID-19...
I can't believe COVID's of age. Finally, I've been waiting so long.
My God. So let's get into COVID, right? So I want to hear that. Maybe people wants to hear our stories about how COVID affected us, but I want to take it a step further, right? How did you react with COVID at first?
I just said, I had to stay inside. I already do that. That doesn't change anything.
No. What I mean is what did you think of at first? Like, were you meh, or were you actually scared, or were you concerned?
I was more concerned about how people were reacting to the situation.
Toilet paper.
Yeah, and now I'm more concerned about how people aren't reacting to the situation. Because at first it was like, oh, COVID's here, at least we're acknowledging it, we're all scared of it. I don't know why the fuck you're buying toilet paper, but at least you're doing something to help yourself, I guess. But now it's just like, what do you mean I can't go into Walmart? I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's Joe across the street. That's not me saying that.
Joe Budden? Okay. I mean, I was the same way. I was happy that people were acknowledging, but you have to understand, once COVID hit the United States, I recently moved into my apartment.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, well, shoot. I moved in my apartment, and the very next day, Washington got its first case of COVID. I'm like, really? Just when I moved out from my parents' wing, I don't have to... I'm like, come on. And so I was kind of pissed about COVID. I was like, well, I hope it goes away soon. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, boy. It is currently... What fucking month is this? August? And it's still here? America, please, wear a goddamn mask. I want to go outside.
Right?
I want to go to the movies.
Yeah, I mean, come on. At first I was very happy that people were taking it seriously, but now, we're into August, like you said, and now people are like, well, I don't want to wear a mask. Why not? Just wear a mask, go into Walmart, do your stuff, buy your dildos, go to Costco Mega Store, and do your crap, but come on, just wear a mask. Yeah. What's so hard about wearing a mask? I understand that it's hard to breathe sometimes, because when I work, I have to wear a mask, and I'm always outside. In the freaking sun, the sun from Link, that one game in Link, what's the big sun? Or the moon? Sorry. Shoot!
The big menacing sun that's gonna crash into the earth and Zelda.
I mean the sun, I'm sorry.
That would be a much cooler game, though. You have to admit.
Well, the earth would burn up.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. As the nights go on, just the game, everybody's more irritated and stuff, because they're all fucking burning alive, basically.
Nintendo, make the game happen.
Nintendo, get at me, DM me. My DMs are open, Nintendo.
But it's just the sun's always hot as hell, and I'm wearing a mask, I'm working 8-hour shifts. Yeah, I get it, it's hard to breathe, but you gotta suck it up sometimes,
Yeah, and if you're at the age of where a mask does kind of make it legitimately hard to breathe, crazy idea, maybe don't go outside.
Yeah, maybe, like he said, if you're that age, you probably have people for it. You can ask for favors. You can ask, if you're old.
Ask your granddaughter or something.
Ask your grandchildren, hey, can you go and get things at Walmart for me? You can do that. You know, it's fine. Stay home, be a lazy motherfucker. It's fine. Listen to No Pressure Logic, by the way. You gotta go check it out. It's pretty fire, right?
It's amazing. I cried.
Shout out to Logic. No, but seriously, like, if people just cooperate right together, like, we as a nation, like, who cares if you support Donald Trump or support Joe Biden or whatever you support, you know, left or right or middle. We should all just come together, unite, and wear a mask.
I'm trying to be a good boy for vitamin water, but that's the thing that really gets me. It's a pandemic. It's not a political thing.
Yeah, I mean,
no matter what side you are, COVID's gonna affect you. If you're a Republican, COVID can still get you.
If you're a Democrat, it's gonna get you too. So the thing is, we all have to come together in one party called the human race. All right, that is the one party that I support, the human race, because why? We're humans.
It's a big party too.
Yeah, I've heard there's billions and trillions.
And gazillions.
Elon. And
shout out to Elon Musk.
But like, come on, like, if we can come together as one nation, as a human race, you know, we should just all wear a mask. And next, you know, maybe in a couple months, 1 or 2 months at least, or maybe 3, we can all go back outside. Look at New Zealand. They literally came together as a nation.
Yeah.
And like 3 weeks ago, they opened up again because they had 0 COVID cases for a whole month. 0. They literally destroyed COVID. They did the whole anime dance on COVID. You know, if this is going to be on YouTube just for one episode, editing Bryson, put an anime girl dancing, make it purple, make it spin.
Do it. Return to your roots. Make the anime girl dance.
But come on, like, okay, so that's how COVID started, and that's how it's affecting us today. But
here's how we're going to end it. We're going to nuke COVID. We're going to find the hive mind. We're going to send the ODSTs, the hell droppers. They're going to go straight down into the COVID hive mind, destroy it. We're going to activate Halo. Halo will eradicate all COVID, and then Master Chief will punch me in my face and get me to stop talking. Why did you let me go on with this for so long?
Anyways, sticking with the COVID, all right, sticking with COVID terms. I want you to tell me, and maybe you, the listeners and viewers out there, leaving the comment if you're watching on YouTube, because this is the only.
Add us on Twitter at the P&B Podcast.
We'll leave a link, okay?
Yeah.
But like, if you're listening on Spotify, you know, tell yourself, answer the questions I'm gonna ask, and if you're on Twitter or on, you know, whatever YouTube, leave a comment down below. So Bryson, name one thing that you hate COVID did. Like, if it canceled something, if it closed something for good, or how it affected you, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, I want you to tell me one good thing that COVID did for you.
Well, a bad thing that I hate it for is it took away my movie theaters. Because I used to go to movie theaters like 3 times a month or something.
He's lying.
I wish I did that much, but it wasn't that much, but I wish it
Just
was.
kidding, he's not lying.
I love the movie theaters, and I can't go to the movie theaters anymore, so that's just upsetting. But the one thing I do appreciate it for is when it was first starting out, it gave me a very good reason when I didn't want to go to work, and I just said, I don't feel good. I'm gonna stay home because COVID. Don't tell my boss.
And recently, your work did have a Twitter account. Remember how I blackmailed you? Remember that? How I blackmailed you? I sent you a screenshot saying, I'm going to send this to your work.
I really want to make just a throwaway Twitter account just to fuck with them.
No.
They won't know it's me. How are they going to know it's me? Maybe
when they hire me, and then I track the IP address.
Do you want them to hire you?
They pay good.
Anyway, back to COVID.
Anyways, so that's one thing you hate and one thing that you liked about it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Now let's hear mine, all right?
All right, go ahead.
You know what COVID did for me? They closed down the barbershop, man. I mean, it's back up right now, but
yeah,
at first, the first 3 months, when they closed down the barbershops, I was like, oh, hell no, man. I'm going to look like a bush. Like, I literally looked like a bush. But, girlfriend to the rescue, she learned how to cut hair via YouTube.
Damn, what's that like? What's having a girlfriend like?
I'll tell you. Expensive, but worth it.
Girls, if you're old enough, and by that I mean like 20 or something.
20. 18.
Please, I will simp for you. Do you want food and clothes? I will buy food and clothes for a girl. Hit me up. Vitamin water. Shout out to Vitamin Water.
Anyways, I'm about to go put a wig on and get some new clothes, boys. My name should be Paula.
Paula? Yes.
Nothing?
No.
Okay, so yeah, of course, they closed down the barbershops. I was kind of pissed. But, like, at the same time, I was kind of like, it's not that bad because, well, my girlfriend had to cover it for me. So, you know, you can say that that's one thing that I hated. But, yeah, the movie theaters, I can agree with you. I can totally agree with you that the movie theaters sucked. You know, I have no movie theaters. I want to go watch a movie, you know, but it's fine. But there's one good thing that COVID did for me. You want to know what it is?
What was it?
It gave me Fridays off.
I should probably stop moving around this cup when we're trying to do this.
It's fine. It's
Got a
fine.
bunch of ice in there.
It's fine. No, like, so, like, I'm at work. Yeah, of course, I did take a pay cut. But now I have every Friday off.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And it's amazing, man.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I work Monday through Thursday. It's fine, 8 hours a week. And then Friday comes, 3-day weekend. Woo!
Yeah, I've had a 3-day weekend ever since I got hired. So, like...
I mean, but, like, but
I can see, like, if you're just now getting 3-day weekends, how much you love it, because it's amazing.
It is amazing. So, like, the thing is, I go to work Monday. I go to work Tuesday. I go to work Wednesday. I go to work Thursday. Hell yeah, baby! And then guess what? I play Call of Duty Thursday nights, right? And then I'm like, oh, I need to go to work tomorrow. But then wait, no, I don't. So I play like till 2, 3 in the morning, and then I go to bed.
Hell yeah.
And then I wake up at 10 or 11 a.m. I'm like, hell yeah. And then I binge watch Netflix all Friday.
Nice.
So thank you, COVID. But please go away. I want movie theaters back. I want barbershops to be regular. Like, of course, I don't like face masks, but I'm doing my part. I put on my face mask. You know why? Because I don't want to give no one COVID, man.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give anybody it either.
Man, COVID sucks. I mean, have you lost anybody to COVID yet?
I have not, thankfully.
I have.
I'm sorry.
It is sad, you know. 2 people they care about, family members, they lost the battle in COVID in the hospital. But it is what it is. You know, you got to keep on going. And if you're listening to this and you lost someone too, you know what? I'm going to give you some words of advice. All right, you ready, Scrub? You ready to give him some words of advice as well?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what I'm going to say, but...
All right, here we go. If you've lost someone recently, I want you to look yourself in the mirror, right? You look yourself in the mirror and look at the man you are, or woman, or non-binary person you are. And I want you to see yourself and see your soul. If you have no soul, then go fuck yourself. But I want you to see your soul, all right? And look into that soul and tell me what you see. I'm going to hear. I heard nothing, but that's okay.
You got beans in your soul?
No, but seriously, I want you to look at yourself and look at the person you are, all right? You are a strong individual. You can get through anything in life. Because why? Because you have people that care about you. Hell, I even care about you. Bryson cares about you, right, Bryson?
I care about everybody.
Exactly, and how our good old friend Markiplier used to say. What did he used to say?
Hey, I'm Tiny Bots Tim. I don't know what the fuck you expected me to say.
Some Markiplier quote.
Space, oh, so beautiful.
Anyways,
So beautiful.
you can get through anything, and if this COVID life has dragged you down to the brim of the earth, I want you to get yourself up, dust yourself down, and keep on going. Kick COVID's ass, right?
Did you say dust yourself? Yes.
Yeah, just keep going, okay?
Keep going. You got this. You can do this.
Oh, boy. Anyways, you got anything about COVID you want to say?
Wear a mask. And if you don't want to wear a mask, wear 2 masks.
And respect the doctors.
Yes.
They have the scientific facts.
Did you, random thought, did you remember when Dr. Phil gave a speech about COVID, which was kind of weird, because he's not like...
An actual doctor?
A medical doctor, but more like a...
I mean...
Like a therapist?
I saw that, and I didn't really pay attention to it. Maybe I might do my research and actually study Dr. Phil and see if he has a medical degree of some
I
sort.
don't think he does. And if he does, it's more about, like, mental stuff. You know what I mean?
Editor Bryson, I want you to do one favor, right? I want you to not put the anime dancing girl anymore, but I want you to put Dr. Phil Life. Try Wikipedia or something. See if he has a medical degree. And if you do find it, make it spin and make it dance and make it purple.
Yes. Make Dr. Phil dance. Okay, good job.
Anyways, if there's nothing left to talk about COVID, because COVID sucks, let's get to it.
Yeah. That's about all I got to say.
What is, to go to the next subject real quick, what is the future of the P&B Podcast?
I think it's just to do dumb stuff again and just have fun talking.
Yeah, it is kind of fun holding a mic or talking to a mic and just having fun. I'm not going to lie, I missed it.
I missed it too. I missed it a lot. And to put it out there, we did make a dummy first episode.
We don't talk about that episode, okay?
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Trust us.
No, I mean, we might archive it and probably put it out someday, maybe.
Yeah, if we don't have anything else.
Yeah. The P&B Podcast is something that it's going to be like, it's not going to be something exactly like the Poundtown Podcast. Of course, we're going to have more, I don't know, ground rules with this podcast.
Yeah, but I also, to make up for that, I want to bring in more, like, segments and stuff. Just, like, random little games we can play, you know?
Yeah, and
that was something I wanted to do in the original, and we just never really got to it as much. I think we did it once or twice.
Yeah, and, well, we're in luck, actually, because with my new degree that I'm studying, one of my courses, in order to graduate with the degree I'm going to go for.
Which is?
Oh, it's called Emerging Media Digital Arts.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, and so I'll be studying for graphic designing, but one of the courses, by the way, Scrubs, requires for me to take a podcasting class to learn about everything about how to make a podcast, sound quality, and lighting.
That is amazing. I love that.
So, stay tuned for the P&B Podcast, because I feel like this podcast is going to soar.
It's going to be... This is like step one of the podcast staircase.
Yes, and please be patient with us, all right? We're trying to find our groove again. This is episode 1 on YouTube. YouTube, by the way, you're only going to get one episode on YouTube.
Yeah.
After this, everything's going to be on Spotify because we want to move towards Spotify and reach our audience through Spotify and not through YouTube. And if you're sad about it, well, you can change our mind probably if you leave a like and comment down below if you really want the podcast to stay on YouTube.
2,000 likes and we'll keep it on the YouTube.
How about 100 likes?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, 100 likes, maybe it's too much, but don't get me wrong. If you guys really do want the podcast to stay on YouTube, tweet at us, leave comments down below, send videos, whatever you want to do, and maybe we can do it. And for our future plans, I was thinking about making a subreddit for the P&B Podcast.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Just have, like, people tell us what to talk about and whatnot. Because sometimes we just straight up don't have ideas.
And maybe we can have guests on the show, people on our subreddit or anything, We try the Discord way. It's kind of hard to do, the whole server and all that. But maybe if we start our own subreddit and go from there, we can probably start a Discord server from there.
Depending on how it all goes. It's not all go well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so please be patient with us. This is just step 1 of the P&B Podcast.
And if you're new and you want to see where this goes, subscribe to the podcast.
So, with that said, how do we end this?
I mean, we got, like, what? We wanted it to be, like, 30 minutes? We got, like, 9 more? 8 or so? 9?
Well, the intro's, like, almost 10 minutes.
It was only, like, 3, wasn't it? There's no way that intro was 10 minutes.
I don't know. I forgot.
There's no way that was 10 minutes.
We're going to cut this out, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm not cutting it out at all. But...
Why not?
If you guys have any... What we used to do with the Poundtown Podcast, not to keep bringing it up, but we just shoot at us just, like, random topics you want us to talk about and whatnot. Because we'll talk about them. Almost anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll take into consideration.
Yeah.
We'll write it down on our little whiteboard that we have here.
Yeah, I bought a whiteboard. And I'm not really sure why, I just wanted a whiteboard. And I've just been writing stuff on it.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, that's it. I don't have anything else to say. So, I mean, like I said, please be patient with us. This is like the first episode of us trying podcasting again, and we're gonna make it better over time.
This is the first episode we've done, like, seriously tried, you know? And it feels a lot different to be sitting 6 feet apart from each other, recording this podcast, for COVID's sake.
Oh, I didn't notice we were sitting 6 feet.
Yeah. This is 6 feet.
Aren't you 6 feet tall?
I'm 5'1".
I thought you were 4'1". Anyways, on YouTube, please leave a like and comment down below if you want us to stay on YouTube. And to the listeners on Spotify, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, seriously, thank you if you're watching this on Spotify. If you're listening to this on Spotify, thank you, because that means a lot.
And make sure to share with your friends, family, or acquaintances at work or anywhere. Because the more you guys listen in, the better the podcast will be and the more content we'll bring to you guys. Who knows? You know, we might make 30-minute podcasts, and maybe if you guys want more, we might make an hour or 2 hours. You know, who knows?
Who knows? No one does. The future is all inclusive and never knowing. And the only thing we have guaranteed is death and air to breathe, mostly.
Anyway,
How did I just say?
anyways, I hope you give every day your maximum effort.
Maximum effort, baby.
And how do we end this?
Thank you to our sponsor, Carl's Jr.
Okay, no. Anyways, I hope you guys are okay, and we'll talk to you guys
We love you guys.
later.